Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Rob Cunningham. I'm your host for IDRadio, also known as Insane Domain Radio. You can actually reach me on my Facebook profile under facebook.com. That's www.facebook.com/I, D, R-A-D-I-O. Right there, you can actually get in touch with me, add me as a friend, like my profile, whatever you like. So that way I can get a little more exposure and see what you guys like and see what makes you tick, and add you to my lovely radio show. So another way to get in touch with me is my email. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can actually email me at robert@rcunningham.net. That's ROBERT @RCUNNINGHAM.net. Alright, so let's get everything started for this week, shall we? Basically, the first review that we're going to talk about this week is Call of Duty Black Ops. It's a phenomenal game. Treyarch did it right when they put it out this time. This game does not at all disappoint. One of the things about it, it's got some excellent graphics. A lot of people actually have some mixed reviews about it, where they say it's basically another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 with just a few more, gizmos and gadgets in it. Well, one of the things is, this game actually teaches you something. It actually hits on some of the history of our world, how we all came about, and, Cuba, the Cuban Missile Crisis. It basically gives us a little bit of our past and our history with a little bit of a twist. It follows the memories, the battles and things from a guy named Alex Mason. It's a fictitious character, but it kind of starts explaining some things. He's getting grilled with a lot of questions in an interview, kind of a debriefing type thing. The other thing that this game offers is exceptional performances by Gary Oldman, Sam Worthington, and Ed Harris, Ice Cube. Basically, these people, there's a lot of big names that's actually gone into the making of this game. Treyarch did an awesome job this time. Basically, it definitely does not deliver any type of disappointment at all. If you're an average gamer, or whether you're an avid gamer to where you game every single day, one of the biggest things I like about this game is that you can kind of do some things like you do with Halo, Halo Reach, things like that. You have a multiplayer co-op campaign, as well as the multiplayer that you can go and you can kick your friends' asses. I like that, and I also like the fact that it has a zombie mode. So you can't miss out on this. If you haven't played the game yet, if you haven't went out and got it, I suggest you at least go rent it and try it out for yourself. And it's definitely one of my top few for this year. Now on for our second review, we have Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, as you know, if you've played Need for Speed, it's a lot of racing games, where you get points for basically crashing your car, which we can't do in real life, unfortunately, and still walk away from it. But this game is actually kind of unique. You get to play either number one, the racer, or number two, the cop who tries to catch the racer. Now, the racer gets the radar jammer type tools and things like that to try and evade the cops, and the cops get the electromagnetic pulses, roadblocks, spike strips, you name it. Basically, this game is jam-packed with it. You get to race some pretty amazing exotic cars. Basically, these are the fastest vehicles in the world, and you get to actually race real models of them on the game. The game actually does do something kind of unique that Call of Duty actually does now too. It actually tracks your individual stats, scores, and race times. It actually shares them with your friends, and basically gives you some real-life competition as a fast-paced, exhilarating game that it is. So I would suggest you go out, you try this game. I've not really tried it myself too much. I played the demo at Best Buy, but in that short amount of time, I became pretty freaking interested. So it takes quite a bit for me to do that right off the bat. Now we're down to the point of where I believe this is going to be my favorite part of the show. This is where I start talking about a little bit of politics and things that's going on with our government right now. And basically, if you think that everything in our government boils down to self-loathing, rotten, lascivious shit, well, you're pretty much right. Our government's kind of done something else to us to basically beat us down in a hole again. It's passing this bill, or Senate bill, called the S510. S510 states that you can't grow your own food, barter it, or sell it. Which, I believe that's kind of impeding on our rights, if I'm not badly mistaken. But basically this is passed. So now it's against the law for you to give your neighbor a piece of fruit or a piece of or a vegetable out of your own garden as maybe a gift, a present, or say, hey, thank you for the cup of sugar the other day. Yeah, so we're going to get a knock on our door one of these days. It's just going to be like, open up, it's the zucchini police. Yeah, I know that's stupid, but so is our government. But here's the thing, is that they actually have helicopters that, you know, go around and can pinpoint private farms and things like that. And you can actually go to jail now for violating the new agricultural laws that they've set into place. This is a serious thing. I suggest you research this online. I'll post a couple links up on my website at rcunningham.net. It's actually under construction right now, but I'm going to post these links up very soon. Maybe if not this week, maybe next. But yeah, this is some crazy crap, people. And if we don't stand up for our rights, who's going to do it? I'm 27 years old. At 18, you're able to vote. So if you're listening to this right now, you better get your ass to the polls and start voting. Because if you don't, and you don't have a word to say about our democracy that we supposedly have, then nothing's ever going to change. We're just going to keep getting beaten down into a shithole, and we're never going to be able to get out of it. Well, that's my soapbox for the political part. On to the next thing. Alright, so this is the part of the show where I start giving you some tips on products and goodies that's coming out, or some things that's going to happen that maybe I can help you a little bit with. This Thursday, as we know it, is our infamous Turkey Day. So, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. But the day after, which we all know as Black Friday, especially the ones who work retail, it brings both happiness and sadness into our lives. We know this day as Black Friday because, well, let me explain it. Black Friday is a day after Thanksgiving where all the businesses throughout their marketing ploys and all their sales and things throughout the year, they've kind of dipped down below what they're supposed to be. And in accounting, when you look at an accounting spreadsheet, if they're below their margin and below in their profits, then that means that they're in the red. Okay? On Black Friday, a lot of businesses basically take themselves out of the red by receiving pin-ups about $3 or $4 million in just one day. One freaking day. I wish I had that paycheck in just one day. I'd be set for life. But this one day, all these places where people go to shop and wait in lines at 3 o'clock in the morning and in the freezing cold like idiots. They're not really idiots though, because they're actually pretty smart. Some of these deals are pretty freaking awesome. I know of some laptop deals that they're having at Best Buy, where if you buy Clear, which is an internet service that you can take virtually anywhere with you, you can actually get $300 off of a computer. This is some freaking awesome stuff, guys. Biggest tip I can give you, that when you're trying to be a professional shopper on Black Friday, quite literally have a plan. Think about the items that you need to get that day and see what's actually more important. If you need to get a washer that's going on sale and there's not that many left, and there, it's at Sears, and it's like $249 for the entire set, well, duh, that's the place you need to be at 3 o'clock in the morning whenever freaking, when Sears opens up at 5, you're going to be one of the first people in line. some places like that actually give you like $10 or $15 gift certificates, some in the upwards of probably about $100 if you're the first 100 people in line. So some of these deals are actually pretty sweet. The biggest thing though is to plan what you're going to be doing that day. So get your big items first and be there at the door whenever the door opens, because if you're not there, somebody else will be, and you will lose the item you're going in there to get, so you can save a lot of money. One of the saddest things about Black Friday is that at 5 o'clock in the morning, between 4:30 and 5, when all the businesses open, unfortunately there's a lot of people that get killed. And I'm not fooling around with this. It's really sad. Retail, you get to see it all. Once those doors open, people are freaking crazy whenever there's a huge deal on cashmere scarves in the mall. They will flat run you over. You have to make sure and keep yourself safe. Make sure that whatever you do not bring your children with you to the Black Friday sales, especially at that early in the morning and being in the front of the line, because you're putting your kids at risk. That's just retarded. Whenever the store opens, it's over. You have a little bitty 3-year-old just sitting there. It's like, hey, mommy, is it almost ready yet? And then that's the last thing your kid ever says to you before they get trampled over by about 40 people. How do you think you're going to feel? All right, well, I need to get off my soapbox for a little bit, but basically just make sure that you have a plan on where you're going to go. Get your big items first, and go get the small things. Yes, it's going to take about 10 or 15 hours throughout the day to get all the stuff that you need for your Christmas list if you have enough money. Me, in my opinion, I don't have enough money to really go shop that day, so I guess it's a pretty damn good thing that I'm working from 4:30 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. Keeps my bank account at least a couple of cents in the positive. But yeah, so this is Black Friday. Hopefully I'll be able to do another show before then, so maybe I can give you a couple more deals that is happening at different places. I know that Target's doing I think $3 appliances. Walmart, I think, has a $98 40-inch television. Some pretty awesome deals. Micro Center even. What you need to do is you need to take a look at the Sunday paper and the circulars that are in those papers and all the coupons and crap that's in there. And also on Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, yeah, that's the only business that really runs on Thanksgiving and holidays. You always can count on the paper to come out. You're going to have your Black Friday deals and everything on the Sunday paper as well as the Thanksgiving paper. Take a look in there and plan your day out like I said before. Make sure that you get what you need and get it as cheap as you can, because you know that businesses will still screw you over. Yeah, be safe. And make sure that you don't kill anybody and nobody kills you trying to get into the door at that split second whenever somebody opens it. Alright, so to recap on this week, we're getting to the end of the show here. Basically, we talked about a couple of different game reviews. We talked about Call of Duty Black Ops, and we also talked about Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. We talked about the S510, new political stuff going on with the Senate, and basically saying that we can't barter our own food that we grow in our backyards or in our houses. You know, we don't want to get attacked by the zucchini police, for Christ's sakes. Basically, we're talking also today about our Black Friday coming up this next week, the day after Thanksgiving. Just don't kill anybody. You know, we don't want anything like that to happen. But I'm your host for IDRadio, also known as Insane Domain Radio. I'm Rob Cunningham, and if you would like to leave me your feedback, questions, comments, concerns, or if you have some questions you want answered on air, give me a shout out on my email at Robert, R-O-B-E-R-T, at rcunningham.net. That's R-O-B-E-R-T at symbol RCUNNINGHAM.net. So we will see you next time. Hopefully I can get another show out on Thanksgiving to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving that day, just in case. have a safe holiday, and we'll see you soon. Take care.